Yo, it's over. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? First things first about the gameplay. It's gonna be some Fortnite, so just go ahead and enjoy the gameplay. We're gonna be talking about a ton of stuff. Obviously, this to me, being a former GameStop employee, anytime I see GameStop making the right moves, doing the right thing, it's always really exciting to me. I just want to throw that out there. It's very, very cool. Also doing a little giveaway right now over on my Twitter. Give me a follow on Twitter, you guys. Give me a follow on Instagram. All that stuff is linked below. I would definitely appreciate that. If you guys enjoy the GameStop videos, please drop a like on this. I'm always excited to get into some of these little GameStop videos and all that. So if you guys also enjoy it, please do me a favor, drop a like. Thank you. That'd be beautiful. Something new is coming 2019 to GameStop, and I'm super excited about this. I definitely am going to show you guys some footage of this store. I'm going to show you guys what exactly it's going to look like, but GameStop is changing. There's going to be some huge changes coming to GameStop, and I'm super excited. It's a new store opening 2019. I'm hoping that it's going to be opening all over the world / world domination. What's up, GameStop? That's what's on the plate for today. GameStop is opening up a brand new chain of stores, which is really, really cool, and I'm actually really excited about it. It looks good. It looks like this store is going to be something that is actually going to push GameStop in the correct direction and make it a better store, which is actually awesome. So, as you guys know, I used to work at GameStop. I worked there for like 3 years and love the store. Awesome stuff. And you guys may remember that GameStop used to be only video games. That's all it was. It was simply video games. You go in, you get a game, you dip, that's it. But lately, in the past, 5 years or something like that, they connected with a store, a brand called Geek. And because of that, they started putting in a bunch of other stuff like pop culture type things, little pop figures, clothes. It kind of became almost, and I've seen the little meme how I walked into Spencer's, then I realized it was a GameStop. I've seen little memes like that because GameStop does have a lot of collectible stuff now. You can go in there and get shirts and just kind of memorabilia from games. And I always thought it was pretty cool. I thought that it was really cool to be able to go into GameStop and kind of have it be a one-stop shop for all your nerdy video game needs and all of that. I personally like that idea. I think it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed going to work, and a lot of times we'd be able to pick out some stuff. Manager would be like, "Oh, grab some shirts, whatever." Really, really cool. I personally really liked it, and I thought it's cool to have all that culture in one area instead of having to go to 8 different stores. Pretty much, if you're into games, if you're into that stuff, if you're in the video game world, you probably like a pop figure of Mega Man. You probably like a t-shirt of Pikachu. I'm just saying, it's cool to have that all in one spot. But one thing I always thought was that it was a little cluttered. It got a little bit cluttered. It got a little ridiculous. That's something that a lot of people seem to agree with. It seems like a bunch of stuff. When you go to GameStop, it almost seems, especially during seasonal, man, everything is just everywhere. It's all over the place. It's crazy. And it seems almost like a messy room at times, but this brand new store fixes that whole. Don't get me wrong, I think it's awesome that they have so much stuff in there. I just think that the presentation could be a little bit better, and I'm going to show you guys some footage. I want to give a big shout out to RGT85 and also to the Riggd Games channel. They were the ones who acquired this footage, and I just happened to come across it, and I was like, "Yo, this is awesome. I want to talk about it personally because I'd be excited to see this new type of store." Just across America in general, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of GameStop over here, you know what I mean? But this store looks amazing. It looks like they actually kind of did away with that cluttered look, and they made the store better, dude. They made the presentation better. The store seems to be much bigger than an average GameStop, so I could definitely see this just looking better by all friends. There's no way that I think that this would be a bad thing for it to happen in GameStop. As you guys can see, we got all the stuff that you would normally get at a GameStop, all the pop culture stuff that you could go in, you could pick it up, you could do whatever, get your shirts, get your gear, get your random giant robot flip-flops, whatever you want to do. And then on the other side of the store, it's a typical GameStop, right? The main thing that I'm seeing here is instead of the GameStop kind of looking not that good, looking a little bit cluttered, the presentation is beautiful. Everything is set up right, everything's going well. I just personally, I really like this presentation. I think it looks awesome. And apparently these stores are going to be opening like all over in 2019, which I'm like, I would be excited to go to one. I might have to make the trip out there to the Mall of America to go see this. And this is something that I didn't know. Like, I've heard of the Mall of America, but I'm from Las Vegas, so you know, we got a decent amount of malls here. But apparently this Mall of America is the biggest shopping mall in America. And this thing is huge, man. This thing is actually ridiculous. It's located in Minnesota. It's like, I don't know how many floors this thing is, but it is the largest mall in the United States in terms of total floor area. It's bigger than Nickelodeon Universe. I don't know what that really means, but it's almost 5 million square feet. Like, that's insane. I wonder how many floors this thing is, because hold on, there's over 550 stores there. There's 4 floors. There's East Week. Like, this mall is, I might have to go here just to see this GameStop store. Like, this is ridiculous. Yo, 1,000 likes on the video and I will book a plane ticket to go check out the Mall of America and this brand new GameStop store. Apparently this is the only one, right? This is the only GameStop pop culture store in America, apparently. And so I guess if you want to see it, you got to go there. I have not ever seen this store anywhere, so to actually have it is pretty cool. It's in what I am going to have to go to this mall, road trip, vlog life, go to this mall, pick it up. But I mean, I think that this is a really awesome thing, you guys. I felt like it would be cool to share with you. Obviously, I like making GameStop videos. Obviously, I like doing the vlogs. I like doing this stuff. And being somebody who used to work at GameStop, I think that I give a pretty cool perspective, right? Because, you know, I will tell you that I'm going to be honest, we did not really have a layout for a bunch of stuff that we had. So if we got a bunch of shirts and we got a bunch of stuff, it wasn't like a designated thing. Like, as you guys know, with the games at GameStop, they're alphabetical order, right? So at the end of every day, we used to alphabetize them, or not every day. During seasonal, it was every day. But like every couple days, we go through, alphabetize all the games, make sure everything's in the correct spot. I will tell you, with all of these stuff there, pop culture stuff, there was really no layout. You literally just, is it on a shelf? Does it look decent? Okay, put it there. There was nowhere where everything went. So in this store, to have everything kind of have its own layout, it looks good, bro. It looks almost like a Best Buy, or like something, like the layout just looks professional. It almost takes GameStop and kind of elevates them, because I know that there's a thought that, you know, GameStop's kind of a messy little kid type store, but this makes it look like a professional. It looks like you're gonna go in there, find yourself some top of the line systems, find some dope stuff, and I really think this is good. If these stores were to open up 2019 all over, then I think that this could be a huge game changer for GameStop. I think it's gonna cost a little bit of money, obviously, to make the stores bigger and better and do all that. But I mean, shoot, man, I think that this is the right move to make. If I was GameStop, I would definitely be focusing on opening a bunch of these, and I'd be also focusing on getting a lot more social media guys behind your brand. Like, let's face the facts, man. GameStop, as much as people complain about it, it's still like, it's like the only store that's video game dedicated. There's a couple stores here in Vegas. There's like 1 or 2 like mom and pop shop type stores where there's only one of them open that has games, but none of them are on the same level as GameStop. And I think that that's something that a lot of people kind of take for granted. They're like, oh yeah, GameStop this, or GameStop sucks, or whatever. But they don't really think about the flip side of the coin. If GameStop wasn't around, there's no store that you go and buy games from that's just like, that you can go in, actually talk with somebody that also, like, I think that all the people that work at GameStop are all really cool people, personally. Like, I enjoy going in there and like picking up a game, being like, yo, what's coming out, what's good, what's happening. You can't get that same experience at like a Walmart or a Target. Nobody knows. They're like, oh, Call of Duty, yeah, I played that before, yeah, we'll grab you one. You cannot get the same GameStop experience. And also, like, where would the content be? How would we make hilarious GameStop content if we can't return 1 million items and get $9? I don't know, man. But I think if GameStop makes all the right moves, opens up these pop culture stores, because I think it's cool. And for anybody who's complaining about it, I think that, once again, they lost sight of the fact that GameStop is the only video game store, and because there's always, because of the rise of digital games and all that, like, GameStop has to keep adapting to stay on changing tides, right? They got to adapt to stay with the wave. And if they don't, then it's not going to be good. And so it's funny because I have seen people complain about, oh man, why do they got all that, like the pop figures and stuff in there? Why is that all in there? Like, these are the same people that complain about GameStop in general. You gotta support, if you don't want all the pop figures in there, then you gotta go in there and, you know, buy more games, you gotta do more stuff. And apparently, from what I've heard, the pop figures are actually one of the biggest, and this is something that I knew from working there, but having all that memorabilia was really helpful. Like, having all the t-shirts, having all the figures, having all the action figures, having all that stuff was really helpful to GameStop, because as far as GameStop making an actual profit, they really don't profit off of selling like new games and consoles. They really make their profit from selling used games, from selling used console, pre-owned consoles and stuff, and that's just part of being in that business. I personally don't find anything wrong with it. I know a lot of people complain and stuff, but if you look at it, GameStop is the only people that are dedicated to selling video games. It's like the only video game dedicated store. On top of that, they're really not making a profit on anything unless they sell the pre-owned stuff, which is why they push it so hard. It's why they, you know, and honestly, most of the time now, I always get pre-owned stuff just because Blu-ray discs, all that, easier, it's cheaper, why not? And I don't know, man. I think that it's wild to me how many people complain, but if GameStop were to not be around, people would be like, man, there's nowhere to get games or hang out and have nerdy game culture. So I gotta say that having all this stuff in the store, I know it increases their profits by a lot, and it just makes it easier for the stores to run and all that. And personally for me, I want to see GameStop stick around, and I want to see GameStop do well, because it's a store that I've been going to since I was a kid. Like, it's good memories, it's good vibes for me. So I don't know, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this store, this pop culture store, is a golden opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Is this good? Is this a victory royale for GameStop? I don't know, but I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I think this is really cool. I personally, like, me myself, I watch a lot of GameStop videos. I watch a lot of, what have I been watching lately? I like watching those OMG It's Birdman feminist videos. Those are hilarious. I like watching podcasts. I've been a big fan of the Joe Rogan podcast. I actually been catching up on the Logan Paul podcast too. Pretty fun stuff over there. But wanted to share this. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check out RGT85 and Riggd Games. I would appreciate you. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. That'd be absolutely beautiful. Y'all are wonderful people. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to, as soon as one of these stores opens up, I'm gonna head to it, and I might even have to head over to Mall of America and check it out. GameStop pop culture stores. I like it, man. All right, guys, love y'all. See you in the next one. I'm over and out.